Hey there, friends and enemies, JoPaWrites here again, and today we got a pretty massive update to the Killzone crossover in Helldivers 2, which had dropped and had a lot of players pretty frustrated by the whole pricing of everything that was in the superstore. So, in order to make things right, and as part of the holiday spirit, the folks over at Arrowhead Games have decided that the second set of items that were supposed to release 5 days after the first one will now be available to everyone for free. You'll see in the gameplay I am using some of the weapons that are available, so I'm going to go through everything you can get for free for just logging into the game right now, as well as talk about the superstore and also what is coming down the line. So first off, we have the AC2 Obedient armor set. This is a light set that is pretty solid overall. I love the look of it. You get the helmet and the armor as well. You also get the Defender of Our Dream cloak, the Defender of Our Dream player banner, and then two weapons, neither of which is overpowered or anything of that nature, but both can be pretty fun overall. We have the STA-11 SMG, which feels pretty solid overall as an SMG, using it especially when you're facing off against waves of Illuminate. And then you also have the Plaz 39 Accelerator Rifle. This is a sniper rifle, the first of its kind fully in the game right now as far as a regular weapon, and it definitely takes some time to get used to, so I definitely recommend trying it out. It fires like a burst after charging up over time, and again, it can hit really hard. You just have to get used to how it works with either scoped in or not scoped in, depending on your preference. So overall, getting these completely for free is actually insane. Now, as far as the actual superstore goes, the items that are available for purchase still will stay there for an additional 5 days on top of the 5 days they were already scheduled, so 10 days in total. And now I feel much better about buying those items because it does feel like it's rewarding. Not only do we get these items for free, but now I want to thank the developers essentially for making this change when it was not needed. Yes, some people were going to be frustrated, some folks might be stopping playing the game, but they could have stuck to their guns if they wanted to. Another important thing to note, the Wasp tracking rocket launcher as a stratagem will be available to earn as a later date, and the items that are available in the superstore should also return to the superstore at some point in the future. So overall, I definitely appreciate what the developers have done with this change, and it does seem like it is one that they will learn from. Again, I mentioned this in a video yesterday. I personally hope in the future we get some sort of premium war bond, some kind of option to where we feel like we're unlocking things a little bit more. I know these crossovers, and I've seen it in Destiny and other different games that have crossover events, where they tend to be a little bit more expensive than a traditional armor, and I think a part of that is because the developers who are making the game and making these sets need to make money. They often will license those crossover items from who the original IP owner is, which again costs money. And then also a lot of times, especially a game like Helldivers 2, you will have them using these funds in order to make additional future content as well. And so you want to encourage them to continue to monetize in a way that feels good as a consumer, but also generates enough revenue to continue that ongoing content over the long haul. And I think it's a tricky balance to find. I think no matter what game you play, if you have microtransactions or cosmetics or anything that is a paid shop, people tend to be frustrated with how much it costs, which is fully understandable. But I just think that they try to do their best oftentimes. Yes, there is corporate greed that gets involved, but ultimately I think in order to continue to have these games that are going to have content going for years down the line, they do need funding at the studio, and that's something that people often forget. As far as the gameplay goes, I'm actually really excited to be playing Helldivers 2 once again. I took a pretty substantial break from the game as I'd done everything that I personally had wanted to do, and now whenever we get new weapons, new enemy like the Illuminate. We have new stratagems. All of that leads me to be excited, and especially with the urban maps now, it does feel like there's a bit more variety to what we're doing, and that might not last over the course of the long haul, but for me it is a solid step in the right direction. I'm enjoying myself, and I can see myself jumping back into Helldivers and sticking around for the foreseeable future, especially over the holidays when everyone's excited, has all this new stuff to play with, and is having fun with the game. So I'd love to hear from you guys. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of this change to the Helldivers and Killzone crossover. Is this worthwhile to log back in, get these new items? I personally think so. So if you plan on playing Helldivers in the future, I would highly recommend jumping into the game now to snag these as soon as possible. And otherwise, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll definitely have some more Helldivers 2 content in the near future. I appreciate everyone supporting the channel. My name is JoPa. Have a good one. I'll catch you all later.